Thanks for watching. My name's Rick. Today we're going to do an update on my Tesla solar system that was initiated in February of this year. We're going to talk about June, July, August, and September. We're going to look at what I paid electrical bill wise this year compared to last year. And I'll give you a quick update on how this system has been doing. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I've had a little bit of weird kind of production drops throughout the whole process of owning this system. Still, for the most part, making good numbers, but it's just been kind of unusual, and Tesla has not given me an answer. I got an interesting message yesterday from a gentleman, and I really appreciate it, who said that he had similar dropouts, and it ended up being his coolant level of his inverter, which Tesla has not mentioned. I then did a search on that, and it seems like that is a common problem. There was people who had leaks, and then other people who had just similar issues. So I'm not sure if that's definitive yet, but again, at least it's a lead, and I appreciate everyone else who's commented as well about different ways that my electrical company could be modulating the signal or something that could be affecting the system as well. So the weird thing is, every time I get ready to do a video like this, my system seems to start working more normally. The last 3-4 days have actually been perfect as far as the graph goes, which is interesting. So I'll give you a look at that a little bit later, but let's talk first about the bills and the differences in payment. All right, so we're going to take a look first at June, and as you can see here, my bill this year was $55.90. If you go back to June of last year, you can see my bill was $298.04. Okay, so that's the difference of $242.14 that I quote unquote saved this year. If you look at July, my bill this year was $164.55, and last year in July it was $383.16, which is a savings of about $220. And then if you look at August, $221.04 was my bill this year, which was a little bit like, wow, that's very expensive. That month we saved only $141.31. Now, I will say that July and August this year were very cloudy, so that definitely played a role. I don't know how many days of clouds we had, but it was significant, and we actually kind of had a late summer this year. Really didn't start getting warm until July, August. June was pretty mellow this year for us. Temperatures are finally starting to break. Still hit 99 the last couple of days. I'm in California this week, but looking at the weather, it looked like it was still pretty warm. So the clouds definitely played a role, and then those slight production decreases throughout the day, which we'll talk about in a second. September, my bill was $179.71, and last year in September, my bill was $392.84. So apparently September was quite warm last year, and that's a savings of $213.13. Again, savings, since we already shelled out a bunch of money for the system. So that's an average savings per month of $204.29. My average electric bill when I had this system designed was, I want to say it was $170 or $179. So the system is still producing good electricity, and I think once I go through this fall and then we go through the spring or winter and spring, we're going to build up some credits, which I think will help significantly offset these summer costs that we had this year. Regardless, my bills are still significantly cheaper than they were, and still cheaper than what my old electric bill was, saving a little bit more money than what that was. So I think after we get some credits build up, hopefully that won't be the difference. So if you have any questions about any of that stuff, let me know. Or if you have any insights from your system, let me know that as well. But let's take a quick look at some of these power drop-offs and then how the system's been performing the last few days. So here's the current energy production at my house. It is, you can see, 8:02 in the morning. Currently producing 2.6 kilowatt hours. The house is using 1.4, and the main thing going on right now is that it's obviously powering the house, but we're charging the power walls back to full. And I have 2 power walls, and my system's 9.6 kilowatts. So let's go into the energy tab, and I can show you kind of what's been going on the last few days, and I'll show you those drop-offs if you've not seen the other videos. So this is this morning, so everything's working as it should. Produced a whole 1.5. This is yesterday, and these drop-offs that you see in this video or in this picture here are actually clouds. It was a cloudy day yesterday. So these are all very normal to see. This is not unusual. Still produced 47.2 kilowatt hours. This is Wednesday, which is perfect. Don't see this very often. That's Tuesday, Monday, and Sunday. So we had a few days that were actually really good. This day here, Saturday the 23rd, you can see it was almost a perfect day, and then we had that weird drop off in the middle, or near the end of the day, I guess it's more like it. That is not clouds. That is the system doing something funky. Not 100% sure exactly what that is yet, and Tesla has not given me an answer in like 4 months. That is clouds. Some of that at the end of the day is clouds, but again, that little weird drop off in the middle there, that's definitely a cloudy day. And then this is more unusual power drop-offs. Not really sure. You can see it goes from, what, 6.8 down to 4.1 for a while, and then back to 7, and then drops down again. And this has been happening pretty consistently. You can see all these different weird shapes. And like here and here, you can see that one kind of middle section on the left. They're very similar. And so it's almost like the same time every day. And I don't know what happened here. This is just really wild. You know, you can still see production 42.3 compared to the 50 to 48 to 50 the last few days of perfect production. So it's not like it's a ton, but if this is happening every day over 30 days, it adds up. So I really wish they would figure it out, or we could figure it out and fix it. But these are mostly clouds that you're seeing here. It was, like I said earlier in the video, very cloudy. That is not clouds, not clouds, not clouds. So again, I'm open to suggestions. If anyone is dealing with this or has dealt with it, please let me know what you think. I would really appreciate that. I do appreciate already that everyone that's kind of written in and given me some suggestions to check out. So far, I've not got a definitive answer. This new coolant recommendation is kind of interesting. I'll have to check my system to see if I have any leaks. What I don't understand is it's kind of done this from the beginning, so it would seem weird that, you know, I could understand over time maybe you're losing coolant and it would cause a problem. But for me, it's really been almost since day one, not quite, but pretty close. So I'll have to check the tightness of the cap and then maybe make a suggestion to Tesla. But of course, I know they're going to say, well, we can see on our end if the coolant's low. So who knows? Anyway, quick update on the solar system. Hopefully, if you are looking at Tesla, this will help you kind of see what's going on with it. You can check out my other videos as well. I go ahead and go over my whole system and the install process. And quite honestly, 90% of the 90 to 99% of the install was just fine. I had no issues with anything. And for the most part, you can get a hold of them. You know, the help, like texting back and forth on the website is not the greatest. Sometimes you get a good person on there, and sometimes you get someone that doesn't know a thing and just plain doesn't want to help you. So my suggestion to you is to just get the phone number directly to the Tesla solar people themselves, like not just the regular helper people, but get to the solar team. That's what you need. So anyway, thank you for watching. Give me a comment, leave a question, send me an email if you have anything you want to say. See you next time.